Hello, and welcome. With the summer season ending, now's the perfect time to look at what's coming next with the fall season of anime, and oh boy, am I excited, as just from first impressions alone, this upcoming season is packing. I'm seriously at a loss right now trying to figure out which anime I'm going to watch. So I thought it'd be fun to go through the different series that caught my attention and present to you all the anime that will leave you impressed, depressed, or mating pressed. Which is why you should join me as I continue my journey to discover the perfect anime. Now, I would like to say that this video isn't going to be like my seasonal tier list because there are so many to go through here, so I'm going to be real brief when going through these series. This is not a comprehensive or exhaustive list, this is just a rundown of what caught my interest. And I'm not fully set on which anime I'm going to watch just yet, and I'm not going to watch everything I cover here because I am a mortal man and time is a valuable resource. I like to go over mainly the new series coming out this fall, so let me go through the sequels first here. We've got new seasons of Spy X Family, The Eminence in Shadow, The Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent, Dead Mount Deathplay, The Ancient Magus Bride, Dr. Stone, Stonehearter, Tokyo Revengers, A Search for More Revenge, The Faraway Paladin, Even Further Than Last Time, Shield Hero Season 3. Alright, now on to the new stuff. Undead Unlock is a pretty hyped up new shonen and it's looking really unique so far. You got this guy who can use his body as a weapon, not like martial arts, but like literally using it as a weapon. But when it comes to other undead-based anime, we've also got The Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess, where the main character has to be forced to leave her home and touch some grass every once in a while, and command an entire army. But then we have Shangri-La Frontier! Where the MC doesn't leave his home in order to touch some grass in this fantasy VR MMO. And I can't roll my R's, so I'm not going to pronounce the name like he just did. But if you're looking for something dark and edgy, you can check out Berserk of Gluttony. But if you're looking for something dark and edgy, you can check out the Kingdoms of Ruin. But if you're looking for something dark and edgy, you can check out Kagurabachi. What am I kidding? You're already watching it. It's peak fiction after all. But if you're looking for something dark and edgy, you can check out Goblin Slayer Season 2. Now this is what I'm looking forward to. I mean, the anime will be fine, but I need to make sure about something first. Oh, hell yeah! I'm calling it now. The OP for Goblin Slayer Season 2 will be Anime of the Year. Let's take it down a notch. So, how about I'm in love with a villainess? Now, villainous otome isekai is really gaining in popularity these days, but here it's done differently because it's a yuri. And the main character isn't actually the villainess, just the main protagonist. How about a girl and her guard dog? The natural sequel to My Life as Idakai-san's Dog. Or perhaps Stardust Telepath, which is the second romance anime this year where one of the characters is an alien. There's also Our Dating Story, with a really long name that nobody seems to agree on the English translation, so I'm going to call it the dating anime between a low-ranked virgin and platinum-ranked Gyaru. That looks really wholesome and I'm going to watch it. But of course, us harem fans are being treated really well this season with the 100 Girlfriends anime adaptation and Girlfriend Season 2. Now, let me be clear. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You is my most anticipated anime of the entire year. I've already talked about this series manga in great detail previously, and it's not every year that your absolute favorite manga will get an anime adaptation, especially one that looks as good as this. However, liking harem anime is not exclusive to just one series, because I am also a fan of Girlfriend, and I actually got into that one before 100 Girlfriends. Some might look at this series as trash, and I won't argue against that because it is the finest quality of trash you'll find. In fact, it's not even trash, it's recycling. If the harem genre is an entire mountain range, then there is more than one peak. Alrighty, what's next? Well, there's Overtake if you like Formula 1, and if you're an Initial D fan, then you can look forward to What about anime originals? Well, we've got
Ball busting,
animated by Studio Nut, and Protocol Rain, an anime about esports athletes. However, if this was more realistic, I'm pretty sure this guy would be the only esport player here. But what about everyone's favorite genre, Isekai? Well, I am impressed to say that this is the first season I've seen without any new Isekai. Just kidding, because there's Butareba, the story of a man who turned into a pig, where the MC is, well, turned into a pig, and the girl who accompanies him wants to eat him. Oh no, maybe this is actually the sequel to My Life as Inukai-san's Dog. Perhaps I can sell you on a different anime, as I'm very much interested in Shy. In a world where humanity narrowly avoided catastrophic war, every nation has their own superhero representative, and the one for Japan, named Shy, is, you guessed it, Bocchi the Rock. Okay, not every Shy anime character is the same, but for Shy, I mean its inner name. I'm just interested to see how this plays out, as well as other nations' superhero representatives. For instance, if every country has a superhero, then I need to see what the Vatican superhero is, and who represents Tuvalu. It's a cool concept, but I'm going to finish this video off talking about the various fantasy anime coming this season, as there's a fair number of them. We've got a Returner's Magic Should Be Special, which is based off of a Korean manhwa. It'll be interesting to see if this can take off on its own or be completely forgotten when Solo Leveling comes out in the winter season. There's also My Daughter Left the Nest and returned an S-Rank Adventurer, which thankfully doesn't seem to be the same anime that Two Hit Kill Mom was, but a more wholesome father-daughter story that hopefully won't be overshadowed by Spy X Family getting a Season 2 and a movie. Then there's Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. I know nothing about this series other than it's going to be a masterpiece. The trailer looks incredible, and it's going to have an extended premiere. Shoutouts to Evan Call. Then there's The Apothecary Diaries. I know nothing about this series other than it's going to be a masterpiece. The trailer looks incredible, and it's going to have an extended premiere. Shoutouts to Kevin Pankin. Then there's
dragons have invaded Dave & Buster's.
Ragna Crimson looks pretty decent, but this has been a good year for dragons being animated in 2D, and with the series seemingly heavily based around dragons, them being CGI is definitely raising an eyebrow at the very minimum. But I've heard good things about this, however, I'm not too sure I'm going to be checking it out yet. Mainly because so many anime are getting 2 cores this season, and I need to save some room for the winter season, as that's looking good too. Alright, I've covered 32 anime coming out this fall in this video, and that's not even mentioning shows carrying over from this summer, like Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 is. There's just so many anime coming out that look great that are no doubt bringing us one step closer to finding the perfect anime. I'm really excited for what's coming up, and I've got a lot of plans for this channel for the fall season 2, so make sure you sub Goblins for more Slayer. But we've got one more fantasy anime to cover because I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate 3 lately. That being the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy, and I don't know about this one yet. I mean, what's really here that's going to catch my attention? Oh, and it's being animated by Studio Passion. I'm sold!